All right, I thought the previous one's going to be the last one, but last one I want to tell you something. Excuse me, about artificial intelligence. Well, you know, some of you might have the answer to my question that I'm going to ask you, but nonetheless, I'm going to say it anyway for those who haven't heard that before or maybe hear it and want to hear it all over again. Whether they like it or not, they should hear it again so they could remember or refresh their mind. Here's the question. What is the best school on earth? Very simple answer. The best school ever was or is on earth, it's life itself. And this is not funny. But, what I'm going to say, but, yes, you will graduate from it. Yes, you will get the certificate from it. But, get ready for this one. The certificate is the death certificate. And you, best that I know, you or anybody else would not get the chance to see it. How crazy I am, huh? Okay. Well, that's one of them. I'm going to tell you something. I was in a meeting and one of high-ranking politician one day a few years ago. Oops. And we talking about across the table, back and forth. His name was Jerry. My name is Jerry. And he says, after the conversation was going, we were talking about different things and so on and so forth. He said, hey, Jerry, you know, I'm going to ask you something. And I'm going to tell you something, matter of fact. I said, Jerry, well, okay, tell me. What are you going to tell me? You say you're going to tell me. Tell me what you want to tell me, right? Okay, he said, oh, Jerry, I'm going to tell you something. You know what? I see what you're doing and this and that. And I got to tell you this. You will catch more bees with honey than you catch it with the vinegar. And I paused for a minute and I said, I rest myself back. He's sitting across the table, across the desk. And I said, Jerry, you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. And I keep on smiling at him. And he said, I know I'm right. And I said, yeah, Jerry, you're right. But, and he says, what do you mean, but? What do you mean, but, Jerry? He goes like this, starts shaking, and he was so excited already, and he almost come out of his skin. What do you mean by but? I say, well, Jerry, I'm going to tell you, but what I mean by but. Well, tell me. Don't tell me that you're going to tell me. So I go like this. Jerry, you're absolutely right. You catch more bees with honey than you catch with the vinegar. But the thing is, if you want to keep the bees, you use the honey. But if you want to get rid of them or prevent from them to bite you, you use the vinegar. He didn't know what to say. He said, okay, Jerry, okay, I got enough. All right. Anyway, another one I just remembered, and I will close this sector. When I was Easter afternoon at a friend of mine's house. I was very young. I was about maybe 20. Very active entrepreneur. I started my own business already, and I met a good friend of mine. I was at his house at that time. He was newly graduate from law school. He was a new lawyer already. He was about 5 years older than me. This event took place about maybe early 80s, okay? And I tell you what happened in that event. So I'm at his house. His wife was the daughter of the criminal judge for 30-some years here in Chicago, all right? And the judge was at the kitchen sitting with me and my friend at the table. And we were chit-chatting, having beer and this and that, and we talked about it. We were so excited that, you know, we had the honor to be and meet and present the judge and so forth. He was the father-in-law to my friend. And our wives, I was married at the time, and my friend's wife was at the living room watching some soap operas over there, all three girls. And we guys, you know, we play so big. Anyway, so we shooting crap and this and that, and I make it short for you. And the grandpa got tired because he was older already at that time. He passed away, criminal judge for 40 years in Chicago. Prior to that, he was mayor of one of the suburbs for another 20 years. He passed away at the age of about maybe 94. Very, very, very wise and very straightforward person, very successful. But anyway, so we're sitting in front of the kitchen table, we're shooting breeze and this and that, and Grandpa got mad at us. You know, here, two young punks, and, you know, we got, you know, kind of nosy a little bit, noisy. So he said, okay, I'm sorry about that. I don't mean to use that language. But, I mean, he used even more aggressive language. But I'm going to try to say it as calmly as I possibly can, because obviously I'm going to include this on social medias. So I don't want to get in trouble. Anyway, so the judge turns around. Well, first we said, hey, Grandpa, why are you so sad? Why are you so upset? And Grandpa then got up of the chair, but he said, okay, you idiots, I'm going to ask you a question. Woo! We felt insulted. He calls us idiots. Me, successful punk, 20-some years old. Here's a brand new lawyer that just got out of college. Oh, Grandpa, we said, one of us. And I don't remember who, but one of us, okay? Say, hey, Grandpa, what's so upset at us? And he goes again, I'm serious. He said, okay, you idiots, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask you a question if you're so smart. You, as a lawyer, you got a long way to go, and you, young punk, you think you know everything. We sit quiet, shrink it down a little bit. Okay, Grandpa, tell us. Okay, he said. Okay, you idiots, he called us constantly that name. Why do you think the laws were made for? Some of you guys already know the question. This is no joke. That was really true. True. I swear to God. And anyway, and we stood up, all perked up, my friend and me. Wow, what do you mean what laws were made? What are you asking us such a silly question? We know what the laws were made for. Obey, make sure that we follow the rules and do things right. And he started laughing at us. Woo! We didn't know what to say. We almost fall off on the ground. Really? We started shaking. And we said, well, we answer you. The laws were to follow. He keep on laughing. We couldn't figure out what happened. So he stopped laughing and he said, okay, you idiots, I'm going to tell you why the laws were made for. And we said, okay. We're so anxious. Okay, Grandpa, tell us. We figured, well, the judge, the judge, he's going to have the answer, right? What the laws were making for. All right. So we patiently wait. And the Grandpa got serious and he says, wow, the laws were making to be broken. Whoa, we almost have a stroke. Young punks, okay? Grandpa, you sure what you said? That's right. Don't you hear me, you idiots? He said. Laws were made to be broken. Woo! We didn't know what to say. Why are you saying that, Grandpa? Was our reaction. Why are you saying that? Okay, dumb this and that. I'm going to tell you why. I'm laughing about it now as I remember almost 40 years ago, this incident. Eastern holiday, kitchen table. Well, if the laws were not broken, you idiots and SOBs will not make no money. I won't make no money. Nobody would make no money. Jails won't make no money. Nobody will start making no money. We got young. But you know what? He was the greatest and most respectful judge that you ever meet. But he will tell you the truth. And if you think about it, that's what the world become to. Don't worry about artificial intelligence. What about those of us who screw things up for the rest of us? And I know, I thought this segment going to be the shortest. Looks like it's the longest. I want to tell you something. I was think about something I prepare. I already talked to you about this death certificate. I told you about the truth of the artificial intelligence. And you know, I have one more over here, but I'm missing. A lot of people talk about it. They say, oh, you know, we worry about World War III and this and that. Guess what? World War III is here already. We just refuse to recognize. We are already in World War III. And we don't need artificial intelligence to start new one. We the one who start new one. And World War IV is about to happen. And if you want to make better day tomorrow for yourselves or for anybody else, you just get in touch with me. Again, my name is Jerry, Watchdog Group Corporation, 464-204-8278. If you have any question in the comments, you make sure you get in touch with me. I will find the right answers for you, and I will help you to find the direction that we should go together in the lives. Not only for you, for me, but for our kids and for all the generation and for everybody everywhere. Thank you. Bye.